and welcome back to a new episode of Untangled Minds. In this episode, we'll be interviewing the behavioral cultural change specialist slash NLP trainer, Jehan Shanableh. Enjoy!
أهلا وسهلا. Would you like to introduce yourselves and then I introduce myself?
Yeah, sure. أنا سارة. Hamza. Well, Sara. Today we're interviewing Dr. Jehan Shanableh to ask her some questions about mental health and to raise awareness about it. Why is mental health important?
That's a very good question. Why is mental health important? You see, we walk around in life doing what we do. And if we are not in a balanced mental health, if we are not feeling well mentally, this will reflect on our actions and this will reflect on what we do. It reflects on how we pay attention, communicate with the ones around us, and especially with the ones we love. Can you imagine your mom if she wasn't in a good mood? Yeah, or perhaps your dad, or maybe the teacher if she was having a grumpy day, and it shows, and oops. And sometimes we fall into that feeling of not feeling well and grumpy, and as if the whole world has to pay for it for some reason. It feels good. But then that is not mature, right? That is not, we all know that it is best if we learn how to take care of our mental health so that our behaviors and doing what we do, the actions that we do, are appropriate and respectful of the ones around us, and we can still engage. We can still engage with our family, with the people we love, with our friends. And am I taking too long? I hope this makes sense to you. Does it make sense?
Yes, so it reflects.
And this takes us, I think, to another question. I think this is one part. Why is it important? And when we are building our world into a better world, we're the ones who are doing that, aren't we?
Yes.
Then we better do it beautifully, in a good mood.
The second question is, why is raising awareness about mental health important? And how does it affect the people around us if we raise awareness about it?
That's a very good question, because lots of people associate mental health with being cuckoo. So if you say something like, well, we're going to have a mental health program, or you better go on a mental health program, or we're going to suggest that you go to a mental health program, to them like, do you mean I'm crazy? But that is not the case. We're all crazy, so chill to some extent. The thing is that these are emotions, and the better we understand and accept and learn how to have conversations with our emotions and accept them for what they are, instead of reacting to these emotions onto the outer world in a way that may not be constructive, it is then when it is important to learn that when and how to have conversations with our family members, with our friends, and with people, even if we do not agree with them, and to connect with the most important bit of ourselves, which is our lives, and to live it mindfully. So to learn how to be mindful and to learn how to do things from a presence of conscious awareness and mindfulness. So this is why it's important to raise the awareness so that people can live awakened and conscious and vital and full of energy and supportive of each other. This is the way I believe, or I think, in my opinion, it should be like. So, yeah.
Okay, the next question is, how do you prevent mental health problems? You know, how can you do stuff or do some actions to help prevent having a mental health issues or problems in general?
By practice, by daily practice. You see, when you eat healthy every day, your body feels healthy for you, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't drink water, you dehydrate, right?
Yes.
So how you do things on a daily basis or on a regular basis helps you prevent anything because you're already taking your daily practice and measures.
Yeah. Yeah.
So practicing to be in presence. The other day can I tell you a short story that is relevant? Okay, I was with my little Hamza, he's 5 years old, and I was helping him in the shower. And I wanted to teach him then, I don't know for what reason, why then, but we were having conversation. I decided to teach him how to take a yes and a no signals from his hand. Maybe Ward knows what I'm talking about. And then I wanted, he stretched his hand like this. I said, give me your hands. And he stretched them and they were tense. So I wanted to say, relax. So I was like, Hamza, relax. And he did this immediately. And I was laughing. So relax to him means go zen. Okay. And the teacher says, go relax. And then Faisal falls asleep. And but when we have daily practice of learning how to be centered, how to be open to life's gifts, and how to be connected with ourselves and with the ones we love, in whatever practice, it could be gardening, it could be playing cards with our friends, it could be anything we love doing, engaging with others is beautiful.
Yeah, but then hobbies, you can do any hobby you like.
Beautiful hobbies, things that when we are doing them, we feel like we are one with life and nature. We don't distinguish that this is me and this is her. And we don't distinguish the sense of time. This is why it flies. We say good times fly, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is why, because they're instant and we can create them. I hope yeah.
We also have one last question. How does having a positive mentality affect a person's life? In general.
Oh, well, having a positive mentality will help me be inspired to be ambitious, to have an ambition, and to put effort. I wouldn't put effort in making my home more beautiful by saying to myself, oh, I can't do it, I will not do it, it will never happen. It's different than when, come on, I can do it just a little bit. Maybe one painting over here, maybe a little vase there. So when I am positive, I can have this encouraging talk to myself rather than, no, you're a bum, you would never do it. Come on. Maybe you need someone who's a very expensive interior designer to come and pay a lot. And then I go into places where there are just excuses for not doing it.
And normally when I think positively, I feel like I'm more encouraged to do the thing.
Yeah.
I think, it's okay. It's just gonna take a little bit time of my day. It's easier for me to do it. I'm more encouraged to.
I think that we all should be always engaged in things that we love engaging in and not to do things that we're forced to do, but that is not accepted for schools. And this is not accepted in other institutions as well, not just schools, but things are liberating and things are changing. And here we are having this conversation, and isn't that awesome?
What causes these negative problems? What can cause them? Thoughts, emotions,
What can cause these emotions?
These negative thoughts.
The negative emotions. Oh, wow, that's a very big question. Because there is no one thing that causes it. There are so many elements, like the environment. It could be the temperature for some people, if they feel so hot or so cold, right? It could be the actions, what they're doing. They're doing things that they don't like and they have to, so they don't feel like they're in a good mood or positive. Or they don't know how, like Sarah was saying, how to enjoy doing what they're doing with this positivity, because they know how to refill themselves with it. And then negative emotions could come from certain beliefs that we have about ourselves, about our capabilities, about our value, about our worth, about the worth of what we're doing, if it is of value or not, right?
Yes. I have one more question. Have you ever talked to someone who faced a lot of mental issues? How did it ever affect you?
Is working with someone with mental health issues, working with me would affect me as a coach, you mean, or as a practitioner, or as a health advisor? I didn't, is this a question? It is important for me to learn how to be sympathetic enough to hold this person, to hold a safe space for this person, that they can say anything they want to say without being judged. And without me having conversations with myself about what I think, because this is not about me, it's about them. And to fully respect the story they come with. This is their story. And even if anyone else might say it's an exaggeration, it still holds as true for them in their reality. Yeah. So I respect that, and I resonate, and I touch the pain. I touch where the thing that needs to be held and healed and heard is. I connect with it genuinely. And then together, you know, we can hold it safely for it to be able to blossom, because every pain has in it a seed for a flower to blossom if we care enough to hold it with care and with gentleness.
So, and how do you define mental health? Like a general definition.
It's being able to be to act in the world in a conscious, responsible, and light, be in a community where we are like you know, as light as possible, not burdened, not heavy, not pulling each other down. But mental wellness, I think it is how much we are connected with ourselves and the world. The relationship between us and the world, the relationship between us and ourselves, and how we act accordingly with the world.
One more question. What communities are like mostly like you see?
Do you think teenagers mostly are the ones who face it, or adults or kids?
Yeah.
Well, for all ages. And now it is, now that look at us, we're having this conversation, which I would usually be having on the TV or with groups I'm training or in official settings or with the groups I learn with as well. But this is my first time to have a Zoom with students as young as you are. And I am very proud we got here. And I'm very proud of you. So it is already spreading. Now you know about it, and your friends will know about it thanks to this video and to this interview that you are conducting and holding here with me today. Now we know that even students can come and say, hey, I need help. It is okay to say, I am not feeling well and I need help. By a coach or by someone, well, now they're called, there is a profession called life coaches, and one can seek one. And they also are specialties, coaches who work with, and practitioners who work with teenagers, with kids, with special needs, with people who are about to die and pass. And then they also help these to have an experience where it is much graceful for them. So it is for all people in all ages.
Okay. How do you think encouraging people to do it is gonna help our community positively? Encouraging people to watch podcasts about mental health or videos about it or read books gonna help our community to have a better positive mental health or have better awareness about it?
Well, searching for events in the area is always beautiful, and then spreading the word. If there are some yoga classes, if there are some mindfulness sessions, and there are always sessions and events like these that I believe are worth the support of spreading their word when they do it, or meditations. And then there are the books and videos and audios, and now technology made it easier than any time before. Now sometimes I listen to a recording of an audiobook while I'm driving, while I'm cleaning dishes, while I'm watering the garden, and or before I sleep. Sometimes it's like my bedtime story. So It's beautiful. There are so many ways we can learn, and then again we can find keywords that attract us and start searching and make it into a journey of research.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, and thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. And I hope you found value in our conversation.
Yes, I did.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Keep on doing the great job. And in communities, we lift each other up. That's the motto, right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we have finished the interview, and the conclusion was that, honestly, I thought.
Honestly, we all learned a lot about this.
Yeah, it was super nice episode. It's one of my favorite
It
episodes.
was a nice experience.
Yeah, and I learned a lot about how it can affect how mental health can affect people.
How it's spreading, and how more people are learning about it, and
Yeah.
how can we awareness about teenagers.
Yeah, بالظبط. It was so lovely.
We're gonna use it in our process.